A top student once hurled a racket at the homeroom teacher, thinking it would teach him a lesson. But the teacher didn't even flinch. The entire class was shocked, though they still refused to admit defeat. The next day, they tried a new prank, hanging a bucket of flour above the classroom door and yanking the rope as the teacher walked in. They were certain it would catch him off guard, but the teacher had anticipated the trick and instead turned the prank back on them, making them suffer the consequences. This wasn't an ordinary class. The students were notorious troublemakers, selected from the worst in the school. Backed by wealthy and powerful families, they acted like tyrants and had no respect for teachers. Every teacher who came through either ended up hospitalized with broken limbs or left in fear. No one dared to manage them until one day, a mysterious young man arrived. On his first day, the classroom was in complete disarray. Students were eating hot pot, playing ping pong, reading comics, and even live-streaming dance performances. Calmly, he said, "Class, let's begin." The students, clearly annoyed by his interruption, started acting up, messing around during lessons and even throwing things at him when they were in a bad mood. What they didn't know was that this new teacher wasn't an ordinary man. He was actually a legendary gang leader who had once led millions of men and was undefeated across the country. But to honor his mother's dying wish that he live a peaceful, civilized life, he gave up his past and became a teacher. The students' childish tricks didn't bother him at all. He proposed a bet: if they couldn't successfully prank him within a week, they'd have to start behaving and study seriously. The students, full of confidence, readily agreed. The next day, they soaked his chair with water, expecting him to fall for it. When he sat down, they thought they had one. But the teacher stood up and the students were stunned. He hadn't even sat on the chair. He then forced the arrogant student to sit on the chair, causing all the students to laugh at him after he stood up. But the students didn't stop there. Determined to get rid of him, they planted a fake bomb in his car. Just as they were about to execute the prank, a female teacher caught them. She warned them sternly, saying she was a close friend of one of their mothers and would report them if they kept misbehaving. The students lied, claiming they were just playing hide and seek. The female teacher backed off. Secretly, she had been in love with the new teacher since high school, but he had rejected her confessions multiple times. Frustrated, she had been following him wherever he went. One of the boys explained everything. They had made a deal with the teacher that if they scared him within 7 days, he'd resign. So they crafted a fake bomb and planted it in his car, hoping he'd be so frightened he'd flee the school. The female teacher scolded them, but the students insisted it was the teacher who started the bet. Just then, someone shouted that the teacher's car was smoking and about to explode. The teacher thought they are playing again, not knowing one of his enemies has planted bomb inside the car. Panic, he ran out fearing the real bomb. He asked the student to run away, but they said the bomb is fake. The student thought they have one until the car exploded.